Welcome back to another Project Rebirth review. Today we're going to take a look at another McFarlane Toys action figure, this time Batman. Here's a look at the front of the box. Here is the left side of the box, the right side, and here's a look at the back of the box. On the upper right hand side it says McFarlane Toys. On the upper left hand side, Batman Detective Comics number 1000. And in the center, a image, which is the same as the trading card inside from that Detective Comics 1000, an image of Batman with the Joker. On the bottom is a view of some other action figures in this series. Alright, let's get this McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batman out of the box. And here's a quick look at the inner packaging. We can see the figure itself. Behind the figure is the collector card, and there is a grapple gun with the grapple cord and projectile attached, as well as a batarang. And with the figure out of the way, you can take a better look at the collector card and base. I really don't understand these bases that come with the McFarlanes that are so small that really only one leg of the figure can fit on it, so I don't use them, and I'm leaving these, the collector card and the base, inside this packaging. Alright, here's the figure out of the box, and I would note, like some of my other McFarlane figures, I had a little bit of trouble getting this guy to stand right out of the box because of weak ankle joints. Really just wanted to fall backwards. I've got him standing now. And one of the glaring things that I don't like about this figure is it's got an imperfection right here in the chest, as you can see there. So that's a big disappointment. I had picked this up on Amazon, so I didn't see that, but I've had it for a while and didn't notice that through the box. But I can't imagine that's intentional, and it looks a bit odd. Overall, looks of the figure are okay. Let's take a closer 360 look. Let's take a look at these accessories here. This is a big time disappointment. I think this looks, you can bend this a little bit, but it's pretty much meant to stay in the one shape. The cord's very thick, and overall I think this looks kind of cheap and stupid looking. You can judge for yourself, and if they were going to have it in this extended pose, perhaps even longer than this, but I'm not a big fan of this grapple gun. This did photograph well in some of the pictures, but it is so thick looking. Just look at the thickness of this batarang. Again, I've seen much better batarangs in other action figures, and another disappointment. Alright, let's take a look at articulation. Figure's head can turn all the way around 360. Chin to chest. And look up a fair amount. Arm extension is hindered by the cape. Can bend at the wrist to 90 degrees. Rotate at the wrist. And it should bend inward at the wrist, although this is kind of fighting me on that. I'm not going to force that anymore. Again, the rotation's not at the waist, but at the upper chest. Can bend down really just slightly. Bend back till about there. Rotate at the upper chest. Or I guess mid-chest. Figure can do the splits. Double jointed knee. Can flex at the toe. A lot of movement here, and again, this is my complaint because I can also rotate from side to side. These leg joints are so weak then it makes it very, very difficult to pose these figures or get them to stand correctly, which is a huge frustration, which will be reflected in my final thoughts. Let's see how we do here. It's getting better, but it's extremely frustrating. Here's the McFarlane Batman alongside a custom animated series Batman from its vintage. Alongside Batman Missions Batman and Robin that I customized, video on my channel. And here he is with the Darwin Cook Batman. Next to the McFarlane Toys Hellbat. It's hard to believe these two figures are from the same company. Next to the McFarlane Toys Superman. Alright, so here's my final thoughts with regard to the McFarlane Batman figure. I absolutely hate this figure. I started the video thinking I had a somewhat neutral view about the figure, and this thing has fallen down so many times because of its puny, weak, and pathetic weak ankle joints that normally I enjoy shooting these videos, and this one was just plain work and tedious. And I'll show you an example now of the figure falling down. Piece of shit. And this happened time and time again, and this figure is just really overall a big time disappointment. Anthony's Customs did a great review mocking the flaws in this figure, so I'm not going to go over all those now, but it bears marking that he does have bizarre biceps, goofy looking legs, and I absolutely don't like how the face sculpt, the nose part of the mask does not cover the entire nose. It's very bizarre looking. I thought this was going to be maybe okay, but I deeply regret buying this figure. So bottom line, should you buy this McFarlane Toys Batman? Absolutely hell no. Pass on this one. See you in the next Project Rebirth review.